tiny story time.
Story time with Elvish. Hang on, let me quick. Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh my god.
What
Oh,
did
for
you...
goodness.
I'm ready. Come on, come on. Story time.
That is
God
adorable.
damn it.
Okay. So, I have asthma, and my brother, I think, I was, how old was I? Remember, it was 2001, so I was 5 going on 6. And my brother, who's 16 years older than me, he came into the house and he had a massive virus. And he wound up infecting me with that virus, which caused a chain reaction in my system, and I had a massive asthma attack.
Oh,
So
sure.
I was taken up to hospital, and I was put in there for like 3 days. And during that period, where I would just watch things on TV and was just trying to recover, randomly one of the nurses walked in and she says, "Have you seen what's on the TV?" And she turned it on and showed what it was. And because I was so young, I had absolutely no idea what the hell was going on. But yeah, so that was basically what happened and where I was when 9/11 happened. I just remember that very vividly.
Holy shit.
So yeah, the more you know. Story time over.
Okay. So that was story time with Elvish, everyone. Let's give him a hand. Yes, give him a hand. That's the one. Here we go. Holy
I
shit.
will eat your children.
I will eat your souls.
Okay, so what were we doing now? People.
Since we've clearly established that we're both an education center and also a satanic cult, let's move on.
Yes, moving on. I don't know why, but for a second then I thought
Yes, it
Heroes.
does.
For a second then I swear to God I thought Heroes emote then was an orgasm face. I just looked at it and I just see this, and I'm like, oh, to the orgasm emote. And then I looked closer and it's not an orgasm. I'm like, oh shit, wrong one. Oh, it is. Oh, it is Otter's orgasmic face. Interesting. It wasn't even convincing then. What wasn't convincing, Cyan?
Cyan wasn't even conceived back then.
I wasn't even conceived then. Oh my god. Wait!
Education and Satanism, my favourite. Yes, mine too.
Welcome to the Dark and Tiger channel.
Get out of the water, you chocobo bastard.
What?
I kind of feel sorry for what's going on for you over on your end, Shadow. I swear to God. Are you alright? Do you need us to send... Are you alright? Do you need us to get you a doctor? We can send you a doctor.
All of a sudden I just hear this, "Get the fuck out of the water, you chocobo bastard."
I did not add the F word, you added that in post.
General will still applies.
Who's racist? No one's racist here.
What the Oh my.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I think you do need a moment. My God.
Oh,
You
trust
sound
me.
like I'm dying.
He definitely sounds like there's something wrong. Do you need us to get a doctor? We can get you a doctor.
No. What I probably need, I can't get. Not for a good another few years.
Poor burbs. What? My chocobo spawned in the water, Hero. It needs to be on land. It is not a water bird. It's not even supposed to be a bird. It's just a mount.
Fucking emu? Because literally, I get the feeling that's what they based it off. Oh, you got... Wait, when did you get the multi-stream set up?
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Oh no, not that meme.
I'm a what?
I'm a wizard. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
Leviosa.
Oh. Oh.
Welcome to the Dark and Tiger channel. This is where
We're all
all
going
the
to hell.
satanic. I was just about to say that. Thank you, Elvish. Run! Stop!
Oh my god.
Leviosa. Stop!
Oh. He's even gotten the emote from
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Leviosa.
I'm the go fisher.
And it's only 10:30.
I know, we're not even drunk.
You're not drunk.
I'm
There's a
not
little
drunk.
whiskey right next to me.
What is it talking about? I'm not drunk. I'm just super. Ronald. Hey Shadow, question for you.
Yes.
SOS.
Not needed.
Okay, you feel confident?
It's the
Guardian Levio. Oh my god, I'm.
Oh, you almost.
That's why I was at Guardian Levio. Oh, don't say that.
Fetus deletus.
He said it, not us. You can't blame me, Twitch. It's all on him. You have proof.
Hey,
now.
Allegretti, make the spaghetti.
Where are you? Where are you, you bastard?
You having fun?
Isn't this what people come to? They come to my stream for the lols, the randomness, the racism, and having a go at about certain people. What else is there to do? Oh, I forgot to
I
change
tend
my...
to come to different things. Just saying.
Yeah. I made sure to censor it for you. Yeah, I see that, Caliber.
But we get the implication. It was sinful.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Sin, if you're watching this.
God, I hope she isn't. I'd feel very bad if she was.
She'd be loving it.
Well, isn't she streaming, or what is she doing, actually? Good question.
I have no idea, actually. She may not be up yet. She'll probably pop in at some random moment and be like, I've come into people talking about racism and Satan and what... Let me in, guys.
Let
me
me
join
in.
Oh boy.
Oh.
What have we done?
Nervo2303, thank you so much and welcome to the Darkness Army. Cookies are on the left. Well, glitch. I've had so many glitch moments with this game today. I don't know why.
Because you're a glitch master.
I am Dark and Tiger. I am a ruler of
Whoa!
darkness.
I had a visual bug.
And here I was just mentioning herpes before. What kind of bug did you get?
Visual.
I don't think he
Did
got
you
what
not
he's...
just hear me say visual bug?
Yeah, we
Yes,
heard you.
describe it.
I'm not even
It was
going down
quite
that path.
literally as if the beastie decided to roar.
Ah.
I
Is
tried.
it rolling?
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot ball.
Always use lube,
That was a
kids.
100-foot ball.
Lubricate. Lubricate.
Rest in peace, Shadow. Oh god. Why did I? That's not what I wanted. Wrong thing. God damn it. Thank you.
Also, hey, Rick Wolfie.
Oh, I have a scar singing.
You have a scar singing? Make sure... Hey, Ricky, how you doing, man? Welcome, dude. Where is he? Oh, right there. Don't come over here, I need it. Oh god, go away. I just sharpened. Let me alone for 2 seconds. Don't hit me, 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 don't hit me. Thank you.
Hit him. Hit him.
Now I'm gonna hit the beastie. I don't want him to hit me while I sharpen.
You want to have another go at that?
No.
I've got the old scar version of BP Bird.
I'm quite okay. I'm okay, just a quite bit of pain since my piercings started bleeding again. Oh shit, Ricky. I'm sorry to hear, man. If it keeps on bleeding, you might actually have to go see a doctor. You might have actually done maybe a bit of damage. Pretty good. Had my 18th family party tonight. Oh jeez. Nice, Caliber. Sounds alright.
Are you saying you've celebrated your 18th birthday, or do you have 18 families that you celebrate with all at once?
Also, who was the majestic voice that said hi to me? That would either be Elvish or Ricky.
He said that mysterious voice that said hi to me. Am I mysterious? Ooh.
Well, not everyone knows who you are. You haven't shouted yourself out in chat. So how are they supposed to know?
And I wouldn't shout myself out because it is your stream. If you decide to shout me out, by all means go for it, but I will not self-promote so blatantly, good sir.
Hero, could you self-promote, oh, Jesus. Could you self-promote Elvish for me, please? I don't think you can, ISO. You're not a VIP yet.
His name is Lord Dorito.
Sir Lord Dorito of Epworth. I don't know.
Epworth?
I don't know, it just popped into my...
Actually, the town I live in!
Wait, is it really?
No, it's not.
Oh god, thank god. It just popped into my head and I'm like, Epworth. I'm like, why did I say Epworth? What has that got to do with where Elvish lives? And I'm like, wait, is that where he lives? I'm like, no, that can't be right.
If only.
I got so confused. You could be, ISO, you could be. I need to fix that.
Thank you, Otter. I do love Doritos in my butt, this is true. Thank you for the shout out.
Well,
and I just died. Doing the splits, no less.
thank you, Ricky, for the host. Much appreciated, dude. As always. Oh god, Mary and Joseph.
The best part about you is I don't have to try. Ooh, Vegas!
Magnus, thank you so much for the raid. Can we get some raid hype in chat? Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Magnus, for the raid. How was your stream, my dear?
Wait.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to the darkness.
For people who don't know who I... Calm down. Calm down, Elvish.
Do ASMR. You must do this. Turn your channel into one and listen to them all.
Ooh, I kind of would actually... I actually been considering doing it at some point.
You'd be great at it, I'm telling you now.
Magnus, how was your stream? How did you go with Fire Emblem, if I'm not mistaken? Hello. Hello, Beastie. Got a present for you. Called a clobber in the head. I think he's glitching through the rock. And there we go. I think he was trying to break it before, but he couldn't.
Played some Fire Emblem, did some chillin', had a good time, tried to pick up guys, the usual. How's the hunting of the monsters?
Wait, did Magnus actually say all that, or are you just rephrasing it?
He's saying all that, and I'm just getting it across.
Oh, good grief. Well, sounds like you had a lot of fun then. The hunts are going well.
Ish.
Ish. Well, we haven't really been doing so much hunting. We've done sort of more
story times,
more
really.
story times.
Yeah.
Talks about people being abusive to animals. Someone giving away money. What else have we talked
Sell
about?
out thing or something like that.
We talked about money things. Yeah, so we've had a pretty good time. Oh, another story time? Wait, we having story time now?
I think Otter's prematurely story timing.
Well, we could do a story time, but you might have to wait until, you know, the beast is... Oh, dear Lord! Well, that came out of nowhere. Story time with Elvish.
I always do.
Alright, we'll have a story time with Elvish in just a minute.
And of course, plenty of me being fabulous.
Fabulous, darling, fabulous! Because as soon as I go to swing... There we go.
You become a soprano, apparently?
Probably. Maybe. I gave up halfway through that conversation. Leave me alone. Hope you're doing well tonight. Played some time. How's that? Yeah. I can be talkative. Ho, sometimes trust me. Magnus, you're more than welcome to join the voice chat if you really want to talk, because that's all we've been doing this stream.
Exactly.
Oh
You'd be
my,
more than
we
welcome.
could start a podcast. I actually, okay.
Yes!
Hang on.
Hell yeah!
Dead serious. And I'm telling everyone this because I think it's a fascinating story. I should also quickly, before I do this, people who've just come from Magnus Stream, hi, how you going? I am Dark and Tiger, the tiger from Down Under. If you don't know who I am, I'm a variety streamer, and at one point I was also going to be a podcaster, funny enough. That's what I was trying to lead to. I actually decided not to become one for a couple of reasons. But a while ago, if people don't know this, I actually got on radio.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Yeah, I got on radio. So yes, okay,
Radio
hang on,
Dark and-
hang on. Wait. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. God damn it. Go. Yeah, get to the mode, you stupid thing. Okay, story time with Darken. Okay, so base. Shut up.
This is what you're subscribed for, everyone.
Well, no, not everyone here has subscribed. So I'm at 9
Well,
subscribers. So yeah, anyway.
Whoever subscribes and whoever follows. This is what
This
you're
is
here
true.
for.
So yeah, so basically a while ago, Hero, were you supposed to shout me out, or were you supposed to shout out Magnus? Because I think you were supposed to shout out Magnus, not me. But basically, yeah. So a little while ago, I had an opportunity to go on radio. Basically, so what had happened was the radio station Fox FM here in Melbourne, Australia. One of their channels, I've forgotten their name, which is really bad. But then again, they weren't the person. No, but they weren't the person that this story actually was going to make me move to podcast or radio. So basically, what had happened was the radio station people wanted to find a hobby for their soundboard guy. His name is Mike. Now, people were calling up giving all these suggestions, and I'm like, well, what is he into? What does he do? And then all of a sudden Mike shouts out, oh, I like playing games. Oh, I like playing music. And I just went, why doesn't he just get into YouTube? So I thought, screw it. So I called up the channel, and one of the guys picked up to, yeah, how you going? I went, yeah, pretty good. I go, so what's this idea you have for Mike? I said, why doesn't he just do YouTube? Like, seriously, he plays games, he likes playing the guitar, YouTube, and the guy that answered, that's actually a pretty good idea. So basically, he said, okay, just hold the line, mate, we'll get you on in a second and we'll do this. So waiting on the line, and then they came back from a break and said, so we're still trying to find a thing for Mike. However, I think we found something that Mike could actually do. And they go, so say hello to blah, blah, blah. So for now, I'll just use Darken. So they go, so how you going, Darken? Yeah, pretty good. Yourselves, how you going? So what's this cool idea you've got for Mike? And I'm like, why doesn't he just do YouTube? And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, YouTube. He says he likes playing games. He likes doing music. He likes doing the escape room. Why not get into YouTube or Twitch? And they were like, that's actually not a bad idea. And then we started chatting, and I think they actually didn't realize this quickly, but we ended up having like a 30-minute talk about it. And they said, they went, really? Otter? Really?
He tried posting a bunch of stuff, but it was too long.
Yeah, I noticed that. So basically, yeah, the guys thought it was so good. They said, hey, look, would you be interested in coming to the station and recording a video with Mike? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problems. Why not? So I ended up going to the radio station, met with the guys there, met the radio crew, met all Triple N people, went in there, and then we started chatting, and they said, okay, so let's talk about this. So we did all that, and then we shot a video when I was at Fox FM. If you guys want to have a look at it, it is on my YouTube channel, so go have a look at that. But basically, yeah, we went on there, we were trying to, he also liked puzzle games and things like this, so we were trying to make a 3D puzzle for the radio station, and then later that night, it got broadcasted. I can actually get the link for you guys. Yeah, I should do a thing for YouTube. Thank you, Hero. You've actually just reminded me of that. But basically, yeah, so I got into the station, we did the recording, and it was so, like, the guys were so down to earth, they were so cool, really awesome. We recorded, we did all this, and they said, look, when you're finished with the recording, can you send it to us, and we'll put it on our YouTube link, we'll put it on our thing. And I went, yeah, sure. So I sent them the final copy. They loved it. Like, they were laughing, giggling off their heads. Since then, after we did the radio podcast, I was leaving. Radio Mike comes up to me and says, hey, wait, Darken, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problems. So basically, he pulls me aside and says, so what is this all you do? Like, do you do anything? I said, well, look, I've just started Twitch as well. I do toy reviews and things like this. And he goes, well, look, I'm thinking of actually starting up my own radio station. Would you be interested, maybe in the future, if you want to do this, would you be interested in doing it? I went, as in be on like national radio, or he goes, yeah, would you be interested? You've got a pretty decent, you have a good voice, you seem to have a good humor and things like this. And I'm like, yeah, sure. If there's an opportunity to do it, I'd be up for it. He goes, cool. Here's my card. Add me to this, and just keep in contact. So yeah, and I still talk to Radio Mike now. He's got his own radio station and things like this, and it's been doing really well. But yeah, I've had a few times on other things, I've had people say, you should do radio, dude. You've got a great voice, you know what you're talking about, and all this. So yeah, I could have almost been a radio person.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I've talked to Mike.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Mike's actually even said now, like, I still talk to him, and he's actually said, look, if you ever want to do it, shoot me a message, dude. I'm happy to help you out. We can get you somewhere started and go from there. Like, he watches some of my videos on YouTube as well.
Huh.
Yeah. Where's that video? I can't find it now. But yeah, I could have been someone on radio at some point. Again, it might be something I might do in the future, but it's just sort of like, wow, someone actually thought I did such a good job. Bingo, found it.
Well, I think you'd be fantastic at radio. I think you've got the perfect voice that could just work for something like that. Like here where I live, there was an FM station, and years upon years ago, my mom and I would tune in to request songs, because back then that's just all we really did with it. That's all we do. We just request songs, and we the guy who ran the whole thing, his name was Liam, and he had one of the most annoying voices, unfortunately, to listen to. His voice was very whiny, and it was just kind of like, so we're now going to play this song, and he could barely pronounce any of the songs right, because he would always take the requests and he'd write them down, but then he'd butcher the pronunciation, even when it was like a very simple song. And there were entire times where you'd call and he'd just mock your taste in music.
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he'd just be like, "Oh, why aren't you requesting things like Gangnam Style?" Because it was back when that was really, really popular. And he was just like, "I'm going to educate yous in music, alright? I'm going to educate yous, and I'm going to make sure that you know what real music sounds like." And I was like, I'd rather not.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you'd have brilliant, a brilliant job at it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. But yeah, I've had another radio podcast a long while ago. They did a little shout out to me on radio at one point because they were having troubles at a convention, Manifest, a long time ago, and they did a shout out to me to say thank you. And then later on, they did a thing where they wanted to talk to me, and I went on radio, and they said to me when they had me on, they said their viewership for that podcast went up. They said people really enjoyed the voice. So I think that's probably the reason why I pushed YouTube more, because I wanted to see how many people would like me, like my voice and all that, and then that's why I've come over to Twitch now as well. So yeah,
I think the only problem with something like YouTube or whatever and Twitch is that they're both primarily content based. So even though people can anyone can put up a video on YouTube, and there have been people where I'm immediately like, one of the first reasons why I started watching YouTubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye is I love their voices. From the get-go. But the content they make as well, top of the morning to you laddies, content they make as well is just so enjoyable.
Can I just stop?
Stay for that.
I'm gonna stop you there. Have you noticed that you just did Jacksepticeye's intro? Did you not notice something with my intro?
What do you mean?
Really, has no one actually spotted that? Top of the morning to everybody, I'm Jacksepticeye. G'day everybody, I'm Dark and Tiger, the tiger from down under.
There's not really that much correlation.
No, it's not. No, but that's the thing.
He's actually Irish, and because Darkin is Australian, we're using our greetings.
Of course,
He does the top of the morning. He's very energetic when he says top of the morning to you and all that. I'm the same thing, like mine. I'm very energetic when I say, "G'day everyone, welcome. I'm Dark and Tiger, the tiger from down under," and then I go into my normal talking voice. That was the other reason why I chose what I say, because Jack seems to be doing it, and he's known as the loud screaming Irishman. Why can't I be the loud screaming Aussie? No, I wouldn't say your voice is that bad, Hero. It's a little gravelly.
Your voice is
gravelly.
Your voice is like a.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like melted butter on top of a creamy croissant of special sauce.
It's smooth.
Do you need a moment, Elvish?
Sorry, I was just thinking about food. What were we talking about?
Order.
Oh yes, of course. How could I forget? You find me.
So yeah, anyone that's just come from Magnus' stream, welcome to the stream. My God.
Yeah, for all of this.
Yeah, if you haven't told already, we're a bit nuts here.
That's a good kind of nuts.
Just a little
We
bit.
won't give you infections.
Elvish.
Probably not.
Do I need to get the spray bottle out? Oh my God.
You'll need to
Get
get
the
many.
chili juice.
You'll need more than one.
Get the chili
With vinegar?
Ooh. Can I season my salad with the vinegar spray?
I'd like to order spicy salad.
I like spicy salad.
What? Elvis, you might want to check chat.
Why are you melting butter onto a croissant? Because it's easy.
I thought you wanted fish, Otter, not croissants.
I think that's the why he's asked the question. But yeah, Magnus, if you want, you're more than welcome to join the Discord and jump into voice chat. Would love to have you.
Join us in the voice chat.
Yeah.
He's saying I'm easy. I don't have to say it.
We're saying you've got a smooth voice, buddy.
Then again,
I'm just
like,
saying it's easy to butter your croissant.
Elvish just went overboard on the example.
yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I go overboard all the time. It's my trademark.
Wait, what? Heck, you gotta build the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal?
Oh my God. I disagree. Supposedly he disagrees. I just have to put potato wedges on because I'm hungry. Might sit this one out. But do expect me to be an version full at some point in the future. Magnus, you're more than welcome to any time. The Discord is there if you want to join. And if you just want to pop in for a chat, by all means, go for it. We'd love to have you
Especially
on here.
especially with potato wedges. Give them to us.
Yeah, so potato wedges would be lovely.
Yeah, I'll take wedges. I don't like them as much as I used to.
Can someone kick Shadow out of the Discord chat, please?
I have a good
You're so
reason.
pure.
Nah, it's all good. It's all fine.
Look, did someone
Someone
butter your
decided
wedges
to-
when you weren't looking?
No, someone decided to ruin them.
Oh, with butter.
Oh,
No, they
Careful.
put Vegemite in with it.
That's not too bad. I
I've
need
had-
wedges with
I've-
Vegemite.
I've had Vegemite wedges before.
You assume it wouldn't taste bad? It tastes bad.
Well, whoever did it must have done it wrong, because I've had Vegemite wedges before and they're actually really nice. Can you just die?
I've never had
you
them before, but that seems like a really nice food combination for me.
It does. It does. It's just how it was done. The Vegemite killed the wedges.
Well, Magnus has called it Wedgie Mite. Oh, Magnus. Brilliant. Brilliant. That was, hang on. That was
Nice.
Nice.
nice. There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, gotta love it.
And Otto, I don't care if you've never liked your voice. I love your voice, and that's that.
Otto does actually have a decent voice. I will admit this,
Yeah.
he does.
He could honestly do radio if he wanted to.
Actually, yeah, he could. Actually, I just had a great idea. Do we want to make an Aussie podcast?
I would totally be in for an Aussie podcast.
Just get you, me, so Elvish, me, Shadow, Hero, Magnus. all do-
Magus. I will say it's Magus.
Magnus. Or doing a podcast. I'd actually think that would work.
I would totally do a podcast. I've loved the idea of doing one for ages.
Well,
actually.
I actually wanted to do one before I did Twitch. In all honesty, I was talking with a friend. He just recently lost his job as well, and he wanted to do something as well. I doubt it. Ah, come on, hero. But yeah, we were thinking of doing it. Basically, we were going to talk about furry-related stuff. We were going to talk about anime, things like that. And then all of a sudden, he had a family emergency, and it's kind of changed a lot of things for him. So that never took off. But I always had this idea that I wanted to make a podcast and just talk about random things and like gaming, anime, what's happening around the world and things like that. So yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at frickin' Rooster Teeth and how they have all their podcasts, I mean, they've got one called Always Open. They've got another called Off Topic, where they just talk about anything and everything under the sun. And the amount of them that are actually there, just talking about anything and everything,
Yeah.
and they make it work, and it's so fun every single time. And I think, I mean, we're awesome. I think we'd be great at that.
Yeah. See, this is why I'm a writing student exclusively, so I can make awful puns. I don't know if that gives you permission to make awful puns, but alright, I'll give you that one. Vegemite wedges sound awful, too salty. Nah, I'm sure there's a way around it.
I'll make you too salty.
I'll shush you. I imagine all five of us trying to actually get space to talk, but I'm kind of into the idea as well. My voice doesn't seem to have a demanding presence, though. You'd need topics and a structure set up for the cast. It isn't about the permission; it's about skillship, and I have near aimless. The thing is, though, yes, it's true. You need to have topics and things like that, but I think you'd be able to do it. Like I've seen. I don't know if anyone remembers Akfer on Air. Does anyone remember that podcast?
What?
Akfer on Air. Anyone remember that? No? Okay. So basically, Akfer.
Podcast, to be honest.
You've never listened to podcasts on your phone or on the internet?
Don't have the space to.
But you can find them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, you
It's
can
just an
literally
audio
watch them
file.
back.
Yeah. That's anyway. Beside the point. Akfer on Air was a group of 10 people. 10 people. And they still did it. They did it for 3 years before they called it quits because, well, some of them were in relationships and others were in other things. But yeah, they had 10 people and they just did it. So I'm sure it could be something like that. And the thing is, Otter, you don't need to have like a demanding presence though. Like,
No.
just be yourself. Look at us now. Hell, I'll guarantee.
We're racking in
Yeah, we're getting.
our views.
Yeah, well, that's
To be honest.
That's got nothing to do with this. That's nothing to do with
And then
views.
we keep them just by talking.
But
Quite
not-
literally. And our
but-
gameplay. But it's more our how we
I think it's just the fact that we work so well. Like we all seem to. We have a topic we all run with, and then we go through it. Reread the sentence. You need topics and a structure set up for the cast.
no other one.
Oh. So my voice does seem to have a demand. Oh, I read it wrong. Okay, leave me alone.
I
Leave me
think
alone.
it's because whenever we talk about a subject, there's a near constant flow amongst everything.
Oh yeah.
Like 1 second it goes from games, we then finish that up, we then talk about some other stuff, and we talk about things like literally this entire everything so far about the stream has essentially just been one huge podcast in many
In a
ways.
sense, yeah.
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 Well, technically, you could turn pretty much most of this into a podcast. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool. It's like, it's just we're talking about particular subjects. It's not just like even the other day where I was looking up different streamers, and there were ones who were just sitting there, even though I could tell they were talking to people
that you couldn't hear.
like not just in their chat, they were talking to people, and you could hear the other people, but everything about the conversation was so dead. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, so what did you do on the weekend? Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh,
See,
okay.
and
And
see,
it's just kind of like, I think with us, the fact that we keep the conversation going, we respond to the chat, we
we're
make
mucking
sure that,
around. Yeah.
yeah, we make it fun, we make it cool.
Which is
So, yeah.
and that's what I want my stream to be like. When I started streaming, my attitude, and again, anyone is allowed to disagree or agree with what I'm about to say. So again, I'm not going to criticize. When I started Twitch streaming, my attitude was I wanted to make a present, so make sure that people enjoyed the content they had, but at the same time, I didn't want to be a type of person who would be like, I want to be the type of person, because I see people all the time, like you said, Elvish. They're just like, "How's it going?" Yep. Like, I didn't want it to seem like this. Some of us respond to chat. Yeah. I'm not saying you don't respond to chat, Hero. I'm just saying, like, a lot of the time, it's you see people out there that don't do that. Like, a lot of the time, they're just sitting there, yeah, and they're talking to another person, but it just seems like they're just not genuine enough.
No,
So
it's like you can tell they're not really potentially that comfortable with it yet
Yeah.
to discuss certain particular things. So they're kind of just like, yeah. There's this certain thing you can kind of pick up
Yeah, exactly.
from particular people where you're like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
tell you're not 100% comfortable with this, which I totally get.
Yeah, like people. Hang on, Magus just said, like people just keep reading the chat, but it doesn't register to discuss it at all. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I started doing this, I wanted to make sure that I was at least engaging with people who come into my stream. I want to make sure that everyone that comes in, I go, hey, how you going? Like I always, and I'm sure you guys have noticed this every now and again. I'll go, oh, hey, how you going? Like as soon as I see someone new or anyone, I straight away look, say something, things like that. I wanted to make sure that I was innovative, I was having fun with what I did, mucking around, doing whatever I could, making sure that everyone who comes to my stream has a good time, has fun, whether it be because of me, because of what I'm playing, whatever the case may be. And then I also had I wanted to help people that started out, because when I started out, I didn't have anyone. And I admit that now. I had no one helping me. I did everything. And then all of a sudden, I started playing games and I started making conversation with other people. Hell, I didn't even know Hero until one day someone raided me. Hero came on, saw me, heard I beatboxed, and we've been talking ever since. And then from Hero stream, I met Elvish. And then I met Shadow. I've met Dank. I've met, like, I could name drop every single one of you guys that have been here since I've been affiliate to now. I have had. I want to say something, but I don't know the word off the top of my head. It's not honor. It's not pleasure. It's something. There's another word, but I rated you at a random with 46. Yeah, exactly. But whatever the case may be, like every one of you that has ever come to my stream, I've always felt very honored and proud and pleased with whatever I did. You obviously came because you either liked what I did, you rated me for the hell of it, then just stuck around after because you're a cutie. Oh, stop it! Stop it!
He just does have a point, though.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I want to make sure, like, and again, I say this to anyone that talks in chat, whether it's in this format or whether you're talking to me voice chat, every single one of you I count as a friend, because of you I wouldn't be where I am. Yes, even you, Krug, who seems to like to bite everyone.
What?
But
Even me?
yes, I love you too. You're there.
Racist.
Like, wait, what?
Everyone I've met, like even the guys from Team Underdog, like I was really shocked when Rage said, "Oh, would you like to join Team Underdog?" I'm like, "Who are Team Underdog?" And then when
She said that first day I met her, I was really like, whoa, okay.
yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I really didn't know Rage. The only reason I knew Rage, I found one of her videos on YouTube, and I thought, oh, okay, she seems like a pretty cool girl, whatever. I got onto Twitch, started streaming one day. Who was it? Someone raided her, and I was with it, and I just stuck around. Next thing you know, me and Rage are chatting. She finds out I'm a YouTuber. She goes, "Oh, I didn't know you did YouTube." One thing led to another. Hang on, I just realised something. It's story out with Darken.
Which was weird. I don't remember how.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like every single one of you guys, whether it's from Team Underdog, from Rage, from just randomly coming in from Furry Watch, whatever the case may be, every single one of you, I am very, very proud that you guys keep coming back. You keep enjoying the content. For me, that makes me more happy. How did I know he was going to put that on? I knew he was going to do that!
Hell, I wouldn't have even met Elvish or Darken if Otter hadn't raided them.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Mm.
I'd still be struggling to get my views up. Hell, I'd probably still be struggling to get started on streaming.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
I definitely came. I'm sure you came, Otter. I stuck around because you
Hell,
chill.
I wouldn't have even met Phantom.
Yeah, well, there you go. I stick around because you're chill
guys,
and it's
I met
fun
through
to
an
mess
Otter.
with you. Yeah, you just enjoy messing with me, Hero, more than anything.
Well, it's just like when Hero raided me a while back, and I was playing Shadow of the Colossus, just random. It was the first time I played it again in ages, and it was my first time playing the PS4 version. And I remember it was the first stream where I was actually wearing my Sebastian cap. Because I'd only just gotten it recently.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he just pops in, and it was him, Sophie was there, Dan was there, and I was just like, oh my god. And it was the first time I'd ever been raided by people who actually like to stick around. And it was the most random thing. And afterwards, like, I got to meet you, and I got to meet Shadow, and Phantom, and Krug, and everyone else who's a part of this, and it's been absolutely amazing. Just beyond words.
Been
It's
amazing!
Awesome. I mean, I never would have gotten affiliated if it weren't for you, Darken, pushing me to get the bloody phone.
Yeah, because I told you, get the phone! Just get a phone! It's not hard! Like, I kid you not, if anyone doesn't believe me, Elvish will confirm this. I was getting pissed off for Elvish. I'm like, get a phone. I don't care what it takes. Go, I'll send you money. Get a phone. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, do you want me to send you a phone? I'll give you a phone. He's like, no, it's fine. I'm going to get one. I'm saying, get a like, I got to I think it was in one of your streams. I just kept saying it, and then you just went around and go,
Get a phone.
you just went, okay, Duncan, I get it. I'll get a phone.